Welcome to Toffee TV. It is player ratings. Everton 0, Wolves 1. Another bad day at the office, let's just say. Another game. Everton should have easily have got 3 points. You know, if someone could put the ball in the back of net, please, that would make a big difference to us. I've never honestly never seen anything like it in terms of not being able to score goals. A football club that, like, the only aim of the game is to put the ball in the back of the net, and we can't do it. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. It really is. It's crazy that you get opportunities, so many opportunities, and you can't score. And that's the top and bottom of it. I mean, I just looked at their goalkeeper got a 9.7 on Sofa score. I think Leno got a 9.5 or a 10 or whatever it was. And we've been beaten by two utterly shite teams as well. That's what makes it worse, is that these are not good sides. These are poor sides. And they've got the points. It's as simple as that, because they've took the chances. And, this can't go on, because it just can't go on, can it? And we know, listen, Beto is on a plane. Hopefully that medical will be sorted and we can get him in. But it doesn't fix all the problems, though, because the simple fact is we just don't score from enough areas of the pitch. So, yeah, it's a hard one today. It's a hard one to take, because for me, I just thought we were so dominant during the game in terms of, winning the ball back and getting ourselves in good areas. We don't make loads of amazing chances. Today actually might have been a good day for Iwobi to play in the centre of the park, as in like a number 10 with pace at either side of him. But there you go. The rot has to stop. Hopefully it stops in the week in the League Cup, and then hopefully next Saturday against Sheffield United. Because, as I said, these are not great sides we're playing against. We're playing bang average teams, and we can't score goals with them. And that's what takes away, I think, from the performances, is that you can say today was a good performance, and you can say the Wolves game was a good performance, but they're not against good sides. And last week we played a decent side in Villa, and they destroyed us. It's as simple as that. They destroyed us. So I'm not exactly sitting here going, well, that was a great performance and it was just unlucky, because we're playing very, very average sides. I know we're very, very average, but you've got to beat them. That's where you get your points from. Ironically, the 3 games we've played so far, we didn't take any points from last season, but you've got to be better than you were the season before, haven't you? Let's get into it. Jordan Pickford. I've watched the goal a couple of times, and I don't understand why we are so deep. And that comes from, he hasn't moved off his line. I don't understand why we are so deep in that situation. He stood on his line. The centre-backs are in the 6-yard box. I don't understand. That, for me, comes from him. He made an amazing save in the second half, but he's also nearly, him and Tarkowski have almost cost us a goal as well, through a big cock-up. Tarkowski thinking he was further out, and him not being out enough. And that again is on me. On him. Defenders don't always have. For me, it's on him, because defenders don't have eyes in the back of their head. They need the goalie to tell them what's going on. So I don't think it was a good game for Jordan Pickford today at all. I thought he was apart from that one wonder save. I thought he was poor, and I think he should have done better. For the goal, I really do. I think he should have had them further out. So there you go. I'll give him 5.5, which is probably one of the lowest I've given for a while. But I just thought he should have been a lot better today. Nathan Patterson, I thought he responded well. Nathan Patterson, to the last couple of games, I thought he was a lot better, a lot snappier in the challenge. Got some good crosses in. Won 7 of his 8 ground duels. could he have done much more for the goal he scored? I don't think so because of the height of their centre forward. That to me is where Tarkowski as a centre back's got to be more dominant. And I think we should be further out. And as I said, you can't be that. If they've got a centre forward who's like 6'7", you can't be that deep. And that to me is on your goalkeeper to push them out, and on your centre back to understand you can't be that deep. If it's a good cross into the box or even a basic cross into the box, you can't be that deep. So that's on those two. Someone's got to take responsibility for these situations. These are the key moments in games where people have to take responsibility for the moments. So for me, Patterson, I thought he had a decent game. I thought he was steady. Put some good crosses in. Put some bang average crosses in. I think they need to give him the ball earlier when we're on the attack. And grow that way. But I thought today he was a lot better than he has been in the last couple of games. So I'll give him a 6.8. On the other side, Ashley Young. I thought Ashley Young was insane. I mean, the goal. He gives the ball away, doesn't he? For the goal, he gives it away. It's a lazy ball into midfield, and then him and gets Dan Juma don't stop the cross. They just stand off. They don't stop the cross. They just stand off, and the ball's in the box. It's a decent ball, but of course it is. You've got that much time. He's got that much time to put the cross in. So I thought Ashley Young was poor today. He won 2 of his 5 ground duels. Set pieces. Jesus Christ! Any chance of aiming it somewhere that's not the goalkeeper? Is there any chance? His pass accuracy is 82%, but his set pieces were awful every time. Just hanging them up for the goalkeeper to just pick out the sky. Yeah, I thought he was. I just didn't think he was great at all today. And as I said, the ball, the lazy pass for me for the goal. Yeah, I thought it was just far too lazy. So a 5.8 for him. James Tarkowski, as I said, the goal, I think he should be doing better with. I think the one where he put it wide, I think he should be doing better with. Just those moments in the game. I think he should have put us 1-0 up in the first half as well. I thought he slashed at an opportunity. Ground duels won only 2 out of 6. Aerial duels was won 2 out of 3. But again, in moments, there was moments today where I just thought you should be doing better. You're the experienced centre back here. You should be doing way better than he was. So, as I said, on the goal, I think as a centre back and on the goalkeeper, I think you should be getting high. You shouldn't be that deep with 4 minutes to go in a game where you can go and win it. I just don't understand why we're that deep in the game. I really don't. When there's a guy on who's 6, I mean, if it's a good ball, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with it if it's a good ball? There's nothing you can do. He's gonna outjump you. He's bigger than you already. For me, that was poor. So I'm gonna give James Tarkowski a 6. Jarrad Branthwaite, I thought he did excellent today. I thought it was a perfect game for him in terms of him growing into that position. I think it was spot on that we picked him, and I thought he played really well. 3 out of 3 aerial duels won, 1 out of 2 ground duels won. But just as overall, the way he plays, he doesn't have an air of like. I'm just trying to think of the right word. You just feel quite calm. You feel with him quite calm on the pitch. he makes everything look really easy, whereas other people make things look really hard, and everything's a little bit too difficult for him. I thought Jarrad Branthwaite just showed class everywhere today when he had his 67 touches, 84% pass accuracy. But he was trying things as well, really composed, trying little things like little passes, short balls, long balls, little chip balls. He was trying different things, and I thought he was excellent today. I really did. I thought he that calmness at the back, and we're not used to that calmness as such. Being on the left hand side as well, I mean, that's more natural for him. He's 2-footed, so I was really impressed with him today. I'll give him a 7.5. I thought he was a breath of fresh air, and playing that game and having the confidence, and then not really being too many things that he had to worry about or get phased about will really help him go forward. Having that confidence, played first game back in the Premier League now since obviously being sent off against Brentford. That will help him loads. So he can go into the next game. I really hope he plays on in the week and then takes that forward to next week and just plays game after game after game. Put him into with Toffee and just play them. Don't mess about. Don't need to bring Michael Keane back. Same with Ben Godfrey. Just let them two play together now, and because the defence is an issue. I mean, we can all sit here and go, well, we're not scoring goals, but the defence is still an issue. We've seen that from the goal and the mistakes that almost cost us another goal. So you've got to allow that to grow. So, we've said loads of times, straight after last week, might need to go and buy a centre-back. Well, the manager, I think, today is maybe reassured everybody with them. And I think he's ready now. I've said it for a while. I don't think he needs another loan. I think now is the time to put him in. What else can he learn by being out on loan? Now is the opportunity to give him a run in the Premier League. And I know it's difficult. I know it's not the right time in terms of like where we are. But when would be the right time? When are we ever going to settle down and be like a good team? We're not, are we? We're just simply not. So we need to allow him to bed in, play games, get confidence, get experience, and go forward. So yeah, 7.5 for him. Ajisagana Gay, early on in the game, again, stupid little passes that were 5-yard passes. It's like 5-yard passes are like his kryptonite, aren't they? They really are. They're like his kryptonite. But grew into the game. Got better as it went on. 84% pass accuracy, 67 touches. Again, just sits in front of that back four. Nothing really. There's nothing really. To be honest, I'm not sure if he needed to be on the pitch for the last 20 minutes. If I'm honest, I don't really think he needed to be on the pitch. You could have maybe moved James Garner in there a little bit earlier, so we had someone on the ball, and maybe even left Dobbin on and took him off and put Garner. I really don't think we needed that protection, but I think after a little sticky start, I thought he was fine. So I give him a 7. Onana. Again, Onana was a bit busier today. Was a little bit busier. I think he had just a little bit, 49 touches, which is a bit more than he normally has. Again, I'd still like to see him have more. 84% pass accuracy. One attempted dribble. Ground duels won 7 out of 9. Aerial duels won 3 out of 6. Again, just like to see him a little bit more busier, a little bit dominating more of the game. But he was but generally, everything he did today was okay. Was okay. I'll give him a 6.9. The Corey, best game so far this season, which isn't difficult because he's been absolutely rubbish in the other two, I would say. Should have scored, though. Should have scored. The header. I mean, the header was just gilt-edged. I know people will say it's an amazing save, but if you watch it, he headers it and it sort of ricochets off him and then the goalie saves it. He has to do better. His heat map for today is a lot better. He's all over the opposition's half. But he should have scored again. He really should have scored again. 87% pass accuracy, one key pass. Yeah, he should have. But I did think he was a little bit brighter today. I did think he was more in the game. Whereas last week he wasn't anywhere. He wasn't anywhere to be seen last week. Ground duels, he won 9 out of 12, so that's big. 2 out of 3 aerial duels won. So he was a lot more in the game. But you've got to put the ball in the net, haven't you? You've got to. The problem with our midfield is, the real problem is, and I think we all know this, is they just don't create or score enough goals. So the three of them they're so, aren't they? They don't create and they don't score, and there's three of them. So it's a case of what are they doing? Yes, they get on the ball. Yes, they're nice and tidy most of the time, and the pass accuracy is always like 86, 87, but they're not scoring and they're not assisting. And maybe today, actually, like I said, maybe today would have been a game where it might have been better to have, if we could have. I know we don't have a Wobie today, but today might have been the day where we could have had a number 10 in there, just because I just thought we didn't need. I don't think for a large part of that game, I just don't think we needed this kind of game. Certainly for a long period of the second half, but we need more out of that midfield. We need more out of that midfield. So the core I've given a 7. James Garner again playing out of position. I'd like to have seen him move into the midfield. Again, he's another one. If you almost like add him as a centre midfielder. Is he creating? Is he even having shots? We had 1 shot on target today and one shot off target. But like, that's not enough, is he? For someone who's playing on the right hand side. 3 ground duels, 1 out of 5. Uh, 82% of pass accuracy. Why isn't he on the set piece? I've just seen someone saying, why isn't he on the set pieces? Why was Ashley Young on the set pieces when you got someone there who, that's what he was supposed to be really good at, being on the set pieces? Again, he's another one who was like, he's fine. He was fine. But fine's not enough when you want to win a game of football, is it? It's not enough. It's not. You're not contributing at and when he's playing on the right hand side, he's got to contribute in the final third. And it makes it a little bit harder for Patterson going both ways as well, I think. That's not James Garner's fault. Clearly that's not James Garner's fault, but I just want to, again, he's another one, just want to see more out of. And there's too many of these players. There's too many players that just don't add enough. Don't add enough in the final third. And that's the top and bottom of it, isn't it? They're all nice and tidy, but they just don't add enough. And they're all nice and tidy, but we don't move the ball quick enough. We're not moving the ball quick enough. We're not, when we get into the final third, it's like slow and yeah. They're all very much like, well, they didn't do anything wrong, but what are they really contributing? So, James Garner, 6.8. Lewis Dobbin, which interesting addition to the side today. Played 66 minutes, and obviously he's not gonna be necessarily, going to be able to play 90 minutes. That's a big part of one of the things he's got to get in his locker. He's got to get stronger, obviously. He's got the pace, but the problem is, today he's up against someone who was also very, very fast. He did not get much change out of him. he worked hard, won 5 out of his 11 duels, worked hard for the team. Again, you want more, don't you? He had there was one, wasn't there? One shot. It was the one where when Tarkowski hit the side of the net, and he took it. He come across him and Garner shot, chested it, nearly beat the goalkeeper. Listen, coming into the side, he did okay. 5 dribble attempts, 2 successful. On another day, if he's playing someone who's not as quick, maybe he gets a little bit more joy. He did all right. I'm not going to go overboard about him because I don't think he did. I'm not going to say he did enough. I just don't think too many times he won his personal battle, to be honest, and that's the best way of describing it. I don't think he won his personal battle enough. But that'll come. Listen, that'll come with time. He's been thrown in at the deep end today. He's earned the right. Manager obviously likes something in him, seen something in him, thinks he's got something. But we just need a little bit more, don't you? You need a little bit more. He's put 3 crosses in, non-accurate. Dobbins 6.5, I think. Danjuma playing up front, so that's not there. First start, thought he did all right. Had a couple of half chances. Got 1 shot off on target in the second half. Sorry, at the Gladys Street end. Did all right. Did okay. And then obviously, I think he went out to the left, didn't he, when Chimiti came on. But for his debut, I thought he did all right, if I'm honest. There's definitely more to come from him. You could see little things. He had one where he got clean through and it was offside and the keeper saved, pushed onto the post. He did all right. He's not a centre forward as such. I'd like to see him. I think he's someone who's better picking the ball up a little bit deeper, coming off the left hand side. And then obviously the manager changed it. I don't know how. I don't think it really moved the needle too much when that happened. But I thought for his first game, I thought he had there was a bit of excitement about him. So I thought he did all right. He at least got people excited. And that's something that's missing massively from going the match, is having that a little bit of excitement about a player picking up the ball and having a go. Big chances missed, 1. So yeah, I'd like to. Let's hope he's fit now. Get him in the team. Adding those better players into the side. So I'll give him 6.9. Chimiti came on, obviously, welcome addition, because obviously he wasn't on the bench last week, and he'd been in like the training videos and stuff, and there was no one had seen anything of him. But for him to be on the bench and actually come on, and actually I thought he did well when he came on. I thought we suddenly had a physical presence, and obviously for him to come on instead of Neil Mopai as well, I thought we suddenly had a big physical presence up front, and I thought he done well in the battles. He didn't have loads of touches, but you suddenly looked at him and thought, it is a player who's going to physically be able to hold the ball up for us and keep it alive and keep us at the other end of the pitch. And even when he wasn't winning the ball, aerial duels won 1 out of 2, ground duels 1 out of 3. He was at least making it difficult for the opposition. So it was promising from what we saw from him today. There's definitely signs. Physically, he looks up to the task of the Premier League. So obviously no expectation on him. There was a point in the second half, and I was looking at it and I was thinking to myself, you got the right back, you got Patterson, you've got James Garner, you got Chimiti, we had Dobbin, we had Onana, and I'm thinking, well, suddenly we've got a team here of half a team, of 21, 22-year-olds. You've got, and younger, you've got Dwight McNeil to come back as well into the side. Suddenly half of your team's like 21, 22. that's a nice place to be. There was a nice mix of experience and youth, and players in the middle. Whether it be Dan Juma, obviously Beto, if he comes in, even Dominic Calvert-Lewin. There's a nice mix there, a nice blend at least. I mean, none of them can score, but so there's a nice mix in there. So I thought he'd done quite well when he came on. So give him a 6.8. The other subs, I think it says something about your club when you're bringing on centre backs to play up front. I really do. It's massively worrying. I'm not going to give the other two, Michael Keane, Cannon, because I don't think he played long enough. But it just massively says something when you're bringing on centre backs to play up front. I think it's embarrassing. I really do. In this day and age, I think it's embarrassing that you're bringing on a centre back. I don't think he won any of the headers anyway, Michael Keane. No, he might have won one of the two. I just think that's pathetic. That's what you have to do. Really, really pathetic. So that needs to be addressed, obviously, straight away. And hopefully by bringing in Beto, obviously, if it goes through, touch wood, then. But yeah. Listen, it's another game. It's another game wasted. It's another game thrown away. To me, like we did last season, we the parallels were with last season. I mean, we had a point this time last season, but the parallels are the same, aren't they? Really, I think we scored 2 goals this time last season. That we'd lost 2 and we drew against Forest. We needed to get something today just to take the pressure off. I know after the game they've obviously put out the news that Beto's close to calm people down a little bit. But we've got it in the week. We've got to get a win in the League Cup, and then we've got to go to Sheffield United. And we've got to get 3 points. Got to. But can I just throw this in as well? How on earth did Mario Lemina stay on the pitch? How? He got booked and then he pulled back one of our players by the shirt. It's not a yellow card. Mad. I just thought that was a clear yellow card. Honestly, I thought it was. But there you go. Listen, get the striker in. Get the striker through the doors and go and win the next 2 games this week. That's what we've got to do. Got to start giving people we've got to start giving people some hope. We didn't get beat to 2-0 at Villa last season. We got beat 2-1 at Villa last season. You've got to give fans some hope, because it's tough. Very, very tough when we go into the last week of transfer window. Beto looks like it's going to be coming in. We need, we could do with more, because there's just not enough goals on the pitch. Not enough anywhere. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you check out Baz's videos. Make sure you check out my Gladys Street reaction as well. Disappointing. Very, very disappointing day. We'll be doing the final word on Monday live over on Toffee TV Premier. Make sure you come and check that out. Join Toffee TV Premier. The link's in the description. A QR code is coming up on the screen just in a sec. See you later.